Hello everyone, this is Nocturne and welcome back to some more Minecraft. Well, the Nexus has been officially open to everyone on the server and the reactions have been very positive. Everyone seems to be loving it. We can actually hop in real quick and it is indeed starting to get used. We've got books leading to various places around the server. Eco, Black Flame, Rick Sharp. Kesham's books are still there, and I believe we've got Zatch over in the corner, and we've got Fat O'Hat, one of Ninja's friends from work, who is quickly becoming a good person to have on the server. And we've even got some people starting to use our little wool wall of color selections, which is cool. Anyway, what to do now? Well, I've been thinking about it. It's actually been a few days since I had a chance to record, so I've actually had a few days to think about it. I know in the last few episodes I've been kind of going over all kinds of different things, different possibilities, and I kind of want to do them all at the same time. But, well, that's a little unreasonable. So I figured we should pick and do something first. I thought maybe we can do the farms, and then I realized, well, no. The automated farms I want to do are the ones from forestry, mostly, and that requires buildcraft power. And, well, okay, if we need buildcraft power, let's do buildcraft power. Well, yeah, we could do that, but I don't know. We kind of just got our IC2 stuff up and going. I don't know if we want to start a new tech tree so soon. So, what could we do? I don't know. Ooh, and then it struck. I know. Let's have some more Thaumcraft fun. Ooh, that would be awesome. And we can actually take care of one of the things, at least, that I mentioned last episode, and that is to finally go back to that little waypoint out there and finally tame that little Thaumcraft totem dungeon, because it just doesn't feel right leaving it sit there all by itself, untouched, untamed, wild. So, I think it's finally time we went and made ourselves some nano gear. Oh yeah. Fortunately, as you guys might recall, when we were building the Thaumcraft house, Eco came by and dropped us a couple gifts. The leggings and the helmet, which I went ahead and charged off screen just a little bit ago. So that just leaves the chest plate and the carbon plate. Sorry, carbon plate. The boots. It's funny when you start doing things and you just automatically start reading what's on the screen. Anyway, carbon plates are something new for us, something that you haven't seen before. How do we get them? Pretty simple. You just need to grind up some coal into coal dust, which I also took care of a bit off screen. Quite a bit, actually. We have, needless to say, where do they go? Ah, there they are. A bit of a surplus, which is excellent because we will need plenty of them coming up when we are ready to upgrade to Tier 2 of Industrial Craft. So, how do you get the carbon plate? Very simply, take your carbon dust, carbon, coal, same thing really. Stick it in a 2x2, and you get yourself some raw carbon fibers. Then you craft those together like so, and you get a raw carbon mesh. Now from the carbon mesh, you simply stick it in a compressor, time goes by, and you get carbon plates. Awesome. So, now that we have our carbon plates, let's go ahead and grab up the last of these little pieces we're going to be needing, and get us some armor. Chest plate first, and then the boots. Bottom? Excellent, I remembered. Now, I did craft these, although I don't believe I'll be wearing them, because technically, the long fall boots, with their infinite fall damage protection, are a little better, okay, way better, than the nano boots, but they are going to come in quite handy in the future for upgrades to, well, let's see, quantum. Oh yeah. And we will be getting to those in due time, but we need to do a few other things around this world first. Lots of fun things, of course. And I think, as I mentioned as we were finishing the Nexus, we'll actually probably go into the modular power suits mod a little bit before quantum to have a little fun with that. But between nano and modular power suits, the Gravasuite mod actually went and added some really cool stuff. Let's go ahead and pull that one up real quick. I can show you nice and fast. Yep. Mod Gravasuite, Gravitation Suite. This is where we get all our advanced tools from, but it's gone and added a couple new, I guess you could say mid-tier high-tech tools, like the Advanced Jetpack, and what I want to be getting into soon is the Advanced Nano Chestplate. Why do I want this thing? It's expensive, but it comes with the Advanced Electric Jetpack, it comes with the Nano Suit Body Armor, and what's awesome about the Electric Jetpack is it has the Electric Jetpack, and the Advanced Lap Pack, and some booster engines in it, which give you a greater height advantage than the regular jetpack. But unfortunately, we don't really have the supplies to go through and make a lot of these things. And for the moment, I'm really just interested in having some really awesome armor. Especially since some of these things are getting close to breaking. And there we have it. Ooh, futuristic. And I guess to complete the set, just for the look. Oh yeah. Turn that little thing off so we can see this. Oh yeah. Check that out. And with the drill on our back. Oh yeah. Alright. Enough of that fun. I think I'm going to go ahead and get a few things together and meet you guys out at that nasty little wisp spawner and see if we can't do something kind of fun with it. Alright, I will see you guys when we get close. Alright guys, we are here. We are back in the area, and the sun is just starting to rise, so this is perfect timing. While we're waiting on it to finish rising, I did want to take the time to mention a couple things. First off, when we were over here last time, I was trying to point out the aura node that was over it. I didn't get a close enough look when I was here last, but I'm fairly certain it was one of those evil nodes I had mentioned. I think I might go and try and show you guys one of those in this episode since we're doing a whole bunch of cool Thaumcrafty goodness. And we'll actually go back to one of those Thaumcraft dungeons we found in the first few episodes. And the evil ones basically are always going to be spewing wisps, so a little dangerous to get near, as we have plainly seen. Is it still not bright enough? Come on, Skelly. There you go. Good boy. Burn. Yeah. Much better. Oh, no. I'm over here now. I'm over here now. Oh. Come on. Oh, cheater. Going for the shade. Poor Skelly. And the second thing I wanted to mention is that the Nano suit. Why is it so awesome? Well, one, obviously, it is powered, so it will never ever break, just like all our tools now. And it can be recharged. And it is actually the exact same strength as diamond armor, so it's basically unbreakable diamond armor, or diamond armor with unbreaking infinity, which is awesome. And let's see. Bring it on, Wispy. I'm ready for you this time. I'm even going to take all your saddles. Yeah. Yeah, what do you think of that? I took your saddles. Ooh, half a heart. I'm scared. Come on. I wonder if blocking does anything. A little bit. The only problem is they do like to fly away, which is what the advanced jetpack is going to make very useful in the future. Hey, go away. Let me break you this stuff. Because I want to show the people of YouTube. There we go. That there's actually a wisp spawner under here. That is what's causing all our problems. Oh yeah, this is definitely working out a lot better with the nano armor. It's still a little dangerous. It's no quantum suit. But it's working out pretty good. A lot better than when we were here last with Avi and Ninja. Although then again, Ninja was around here with the quantum suit, so he really wasn't having any trouble either. Come here. Come on. Where I can stab you, please. Well, if you're going to be distracted, I'm going to come back here. Alright, well, now I actually do need to retreat for a second, as there is a tool I'm going to get out that's going to help us greatly with defusing this calamity we've created. And it seems they still want to follow me a bit, so we'll run a little further away. Alright. And now, our wonderful, awesome multi-tool. You guys might recall back when I was showing off all those spawners we found. Back, I want to say, episode 6 or 7. I guess all the ones I found off screen. I wanted to go show you the cool loot chests. I mentioned that there was an awesome way of creating a dungeon, a mob trap, anywhere you wanted. It didn't matter where the spawner was. Well, we now have that secret tool available, and with us being at basically full health, I think it's time to take care of that little problem. Oh yes, you can carry spawners with the gravity gun. You can pick them up and take them with you. Anywhere you want. Anywhere in the world. You just have to, you know, survive on the way there. And I think it's been a while since I've tried this. Let's get away from the wisps again so I can do a little fun on-screen experimenting. Oh, darn. I was gonna grab some food. There we go. And keep going. I wasn't certain if it would hold when you switched away from it. It does not. That's sad. Yes, hi. I'm stealing your friends. Aha. Alright, well this is going to be a bit of a boring walk back. So, I assure you guys, you're not missing anything. And I will see you when we get back towards the house. And I will show you this guy's, well, at least his temporary resting place. I've got a nice little hovel carved out for him in the rock. Alright, see you in a few. Just checking in real quick. Want to let you guys know I do indeed still have the spawner. And I figured since we were walking by, I might show you how this desert's looking now that I have been using it to harvest all my sand. And we're getting pretty close to home, but still, it's a bit of a walk, because unfortunately you can't actually sprint, as the spawner seems to act like a block in front of you and breaks your sprint. So, back in a few more. Alright, we are back home, safe and sound, with our wisp spawner. And I did take a little bit of time off screen just before starting today's episode to prepare, like I said, a little bit of a hovel for this guy. Nothing special, but somewhere we can keep him safe while we figure out what to do with him. Because we will probably definitely be making some interesting mob spawners in the future. But for the moment, this guy can live right here, nice, safe and sound, in this well-lit room, because it might be kind of fun to experiment, maybe a little on-screen, maybe a little off-screen, what the spawning conditions are for these guys now that we've got a spawner to play with. And, of course, we have our Noc'Craft glass. Oh, somebody looks angry. Oh. Are you angry? Yeah, he's angry. Yes, obsidian pressure plates. I never did actually explain those. Pressure plates, just like any other, but they can only be activated by the player, so kind of like the stone pressure plates, but not even mobs can activate them, just people, which is awesome. Alright. Well, that is where he's going to live for now, nice and far away enough from our two houses that we don't have to worry about him spawning like crazy while we wait and do other cool things, like Thaumcraft awesomeness. And again, we will come back to him in a future episode when we are ready to make a slightly more sophisticated mob spawner and farm. Good stuff. But I think for the moment, I'm going to go ahead and gather my thoughts and some items and meet you guys over at the Thaumcraft house, and we can get to... Well, no, actually, on second thought, I did want to go ahead and show off that awesome evil aura node. So once again, I will actually be gathering up a few things and meet you guys at one of the first ones we found. I think it's actually pretty close. So, see you guys soon. Ooh, hey guys, how's it going? Had some friends. Thought we'd all say hi together. Hey buddy. Aww. And I thought I had my wonderful knockback was going to take care of that. Oh well, we are here. Excellent. And it sounds like it's not entirely unpopulated. Ooh, yeah. That's a vicious one. Come here. Come here. I've just killed a few of your friends. This isn't really difficult for me. Oh, but there's two of you. Tricky. Hey, hey, come on. Come on. I have a diamond sword now. Oh, yeah. I have nano armor. Oh, yeah. What you got? You got nothing. Oh, yeah. Oh, you have friends. That's what you have. Alright, enough being cocky. Yes, you. And me. We can all just stop being cocky now. Yeah, nano armor is awesome. I took the opportunity to charge it back up when I was back home. Come here. You've only got one hit left. There, much better. Ah. Excellent. There we go. Wispy Essence. Every wisp will drop one of these, and since we've been over the Thaumcraft aspects, you guys might notice there's 4 of one and only 1 of the others. That actually tells you which particular item, which particular aspect, which particular... oh, the word escapes me at the moment, but which particular magical piece of Thaumcraft was actually what you had too much of in the atmosphere that actually caused the wisp to spawn. Now, I've mentioned the evil ones a number of times, and that's what we're here to see. And, well, this one, that would be the death aspect. So, yeah, death, evil, not friendly. Well, there's a very good reason for that. Evil Vortex. This is an evil aura node. Sort of like a little black hole. It's very, very awesome looking. And if you want to, you might be able to set up a bit of a mob trap to farm essences from wisps, because really, these are great to have for making things, stuff to throw in your cauldron for essence, for aspects. Very, very nice, very awesome. And I love that I have this armor on, because that was painless. And just double checking that I did indeed get everything. We will be back for these guys some other time. I don't know if we'll actually be carrying them all the way back, but there is certainly a way we can take advantage of the fact that they're here and do cool things with them. So, that, again, is an evil, evil Thaumcraft aura node. So with that, I shall head back home and meet you over there. Ah, lovely. Daytime. Okay, we are back home yet again this episode. Been doing that a lot. And since we're in the area and on the subject of aura nodes, I did want to take the time to point out this interesting singular Thaumcraft totem. You guys might recall the one over behind the house by the watermills. It was a little bit taller, and there was an aura node on top. If you guys ever happen to run across one of these that just kind of sticks out of the ground, well, if you take the time and effort, and forgive all the spinning, the effort to dig straight down to something, eventually, I can't guarantee you how deep, but you dig all the way down, you're probably going to find yourself an aura node. You guys might recall also that when we first got these goggles and I noticed that there was a interesting charge coming from an nearby aura node that seemed to be buried in the ground, and I think this was still on camera, but I mentioned that I was going to go find it one day. Well, that was it. So, aura nodes are not necessarily always up in the air, in the sky, above ground. Sometimes, they're under, with the rest of the cool stuff. And I think that pretty much covers all the talk on nodes I will ever be doing until it comes to, well, manufacturing and growing our own. So for the moment, let's get on with the Thaumcraft. Okay, so first things first, you guys may have noticed on the minimap, or as I was walking about, I did go ahead and build that extension I've been talking about. I even decided to try something a little new with the roof. Be interested to see what you guys say. I think it actually takes into account some of the suggestions that you guys were trying to give me in the comments for when we built the first house. I think this one actually kind of turned out really cool. It's sort of like, this is a bit of a Japanese look, and the way the top of this house, I don't know, it sort of gives it to me, a bit of a Chinese pagoda kind of look to it, especially from up here. Well, I think it turned out really nice. And took a little time off screen too to kind of lay out, do a little planning of how things are going to be. You might notice we have a second cauldron. This is very important, especially because of where we now have our new infusion altar. It's a tad out of reach of that one over there. Over here, we're going to be placing some interesting things called water jars. But we'll have to be getting into those a little bit later. Possibly have to push it to the next episode. We shall see. There are some other cool crafty things I wanted to do first, though. You guys might recall I said I was probably going to be upgrading the glass in this room at some point, and once we had the research available. And guess what? It's available. So, this is called wooded glass. And we're going to make a ton of it. Because it is completely awesome. Very, very, very similar to the Thaumcraft glass viewers. It is a connected texture. So when you place it down, you get a single look from the whole thing. Just put a little light on there, see if that helps any. Yeah. Not happy about the holes here, but what can you do? Nothing's going to get through. I'm happy enough with that. And here's the fun thing about them. They are unbreakable. They are indeed the hardness of bedrock. You will never break this. No one will ever break this. Nuclear explosions could not break this. Only the person who placed it can right-click with their wand and pick it back up. No other method will break this glass. And like I said before, it looks really awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in the rest of these little holes here. And I think we might go ahead and craft up some of those water jars. And at least get them placed down. Because there's a couple other things we're going to need too. And I'm pretty sure we got plenty of time still left in this episode. At least a good 10-15 minutes. Might need to mix more glass. Yep, need to make more glass. But I wanted to go ahead and start crafting. Well, I guess crafting is technically the right word. But I figured we could use a few helpers around this place, now that we got this nice big room. Oh yeah, take a look at that. This is going to look nice when it's done. Wonderful big viewing picture window. I guess you could call it a picture window. I'm not entirely sure what a picture window is, but I know they're big, and that's a big window. Anyway, let me craft some more glass, fill in these holes, and I'll continue talking about our future helpers. Well, what do you know? Another 2 recipes worth was exactly what we needed. No extras, too bad. But, here we go, inside of the house. Very nice. Even got the little windows. I did decide to go a little high with these, because with the hill behind it, you really can't see anything but the sky, so you might as well be forced to look up a bit and check it out. So, first things first, it would be nice if we could do something in the means of maybe doing a little more automation with this mod. Because, honestly, the mods are awesome, but having to constantly sit and do everything yourself, well, that's so vanilla, you know? You have to go and mine your own ores, you have to go kill your own enemies, you have to go do this and that and the other, but mods, on the other hand, oh yes, they provide us awesome, amazing tools that we can go ahead and use. Close your eyes, you're not supposed to see that. Tools that we can use to automate and, well, make our lives in this world so much easier. Now, to start off, for Thaumcraft, we are going to want to take a look into some friendly little magical workers here, known as the Golem. Or Golem, if you prefer, although to me Golem was the character in a movie and a book, and these are golems. But, what have you, golems and golems. Very awesome, and today we're actually going to be going into making some of the tallow golems. As you can see, These guys are great because they work particularly well in the Thaumcraft lab, operating alchemical apparatuses, and doing great things like keeping the crucible filled with water. Yes, that is exactly what we want these guys for. But, in order to let them know, like it says here, you need to mark a suitable water source for them. Well, we need to actually go ahead and tell them where to get their items from, and this is how we do it. Very simply, wood around a piece of colored wool. I will have to craft those off screen, but I wanted to go ahead and get started on making some of the tallow golems, and maybe at least show you guys how it works with this one in here. So let's see. We're going to need some tallow, an animation core of some kind, and, well, I'm actually going to have to take a few and find out what we need to make these guys up, because we're going to need, well, eventually we're probably going to want 3 of these guys, so I'm going to go ahead and make 15 real quick, and, probably a couple perception cores. Yes, I think that'll work great. Mostly because we're dealing with a big room over here. I want to make sure that they're able to reach from this crucible to everywhere you see cobblestone. Alright, well, let me get to crafting these guys, and I will be right back. Alright, so those of you familiar with Thaumcraft may have been just yelling at your screen there for a second, and I apologize, I done goofed. I forgot that to make all these awesome things, we actually are going to need the infusion altar, which is in here. And I don't really have any source of water yet, and rather than carting things back and forth, at least on camera or in general, I figure let's go ahead and wait, and maybe we'll continue working on our infusion room. Needs a better name, by the way. Love to hear what you guys have to say about that. We will work on that next episode, but for the moment you will note that I have all our little marker blocks down. These will be very important in the future for our golem workers to be handling some of the more mundane tasks around the lab, but very important ones nonetheless. And for the moment, I'm actually going to go ahead and place down these water jars, which, at the moment, you may not have any idea what they're for, but that's okay. We will be getting into those when the time is appropriate. Needless to say, all the problems that we were having with releasing all those extra little bits of essence into the atmosphere's flux should hopefully be over, and we will have ways of dealing with it, filtering it, and cleaning things up nice and neat. So, I guess since also we're getting close to the end of the episode, we might as well do something else kind of fun and cool with Thaumcraft. And I did mention a while back that there was a neat device that we could use to help us with our problem of getting up to the attic, which I have actually started a very small, very small potion room. Nothing special yet, but what we're going to be going into today is the Arcane Levitator. I actually had intended to craft this on screen with the infusion altar when it was still in the corner, but things progressed along fast enough off camera with this thing that I decided, you know what, it's more important that it's in there than to show you guys this fancy looking recipe. But, needless to say, we are going to be making one of these, and taking a bit of time to play with it. And it is right here. It responds to redstone, but if you simply have it in the world, you can take it out here, nice open area to play with. Let's actually put them in the ground, and you walk over by it, and look. Whoa! The Arcane Levitator, as its name implies. Getting down is a little dangerous, though, and it never turns off. It's sort of like the inverted lamps we made for the house and the Nether Nexus. And wow, this is perfect for checking out the top of the house. What do you guys think? Yeah, a little bouncy, but it's fun. It is always on, and like I said, it's like the inverted lamps, so all you need to do is provide a redstone signal, and it'll turn off. And I was thinking of maybe using the button, but it just occurred to me it might be a little easier to go ahead and use a lever. But it's definitely going to live right here in the corner. And we can check out our humble beginnings of a potion room. Now, as far as the redstone goes, there's not a lot of time left in this episode for me to be doing that all on camera. Plus, I'm not entirely sure if there's a good way to do this on camera in a interesting and quick way. I could certainly do it, but I'd rather it be interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and fiddle with this a bit, and I'll show you guys what I come up with. And we'll probably have to end the episode just shortly after that. But not to worry, we will be coming back next episode with more Thaumcraft goodies. And, well, I'm going to go ahead and get to work. Alright, everybody. After far longer than I'm ever going to admit on camera, I finally have this thing working. It's a tad ugly, but Minecraft was being Minecraft, and things were not working as expected. But, needless to say, push button, go up, and we are in the attic. And we can access the potion room. And it doesn't really look all that bad. And if we ever need to get down, well, we're a little stuck, but push button, and it turns off. It works out pretty well. Except for that one little ugly block in the Minecraft being Minecraft. I'm going to stop complaining about that, but left this open to show you guys we're actually using a toggle latch from Red Power 2. Same as we used in the Blaze farm to toggle the on-off state. So every time it gets a redstone signal from any side, it goes from on to off to on to off, just like a lever would, like you see back there. And that is actually sitting right next to our little levitator. So every time we press either of the buttons, we get sent upwards, or downwards, depending on which state it was in. And there we have it. No more ladders ever needed again. Although long fall boots would be a definite recommendation, because that's a bit of a fall. But there you have it. I did want to take a few seconds and mention that somebody did think that we should move these red Noc'Craft bricks away from the window, and I wasn't thrilled with them either when I first put them here, but I really couldn't find anywhere nicer to put them, so I am definitely open to suggestions. But with that, I believe we have finally hit the end of today's episode. We've been going for just a little over 30 minutes. So I wanted to thank you guys for watching, and we will pick up again with more Thaumcraft goodies next episode. So this has been Nocturne, and I will see you guys again next time.